History of the company. Samsung Electronics was established in 1969 and swiftly rose to prominence in the Korean market. During the first era, the booming home electronic market provided a spurt of growth, and the company began exporting its goods for the first time. During the late of 1970 and early 1980, Samsung Electronics core technological businesses diversified and grew internationally. The early 1990s brought enormous obstacles. Much alliance and buyout were widespread and competitions and consideration tripped. Samsung Electronics capitalized on these possibilities by restructuring its business approach in order to better adapt to consumer needs. In the middle of 1990, Samsung Electronics revolutionized its company by focusing on producing world-class goods, giving absolute customer pleasure, and being a good corporate citizen, all while adhering to quality first result. Despite the 1997 financial crisis, which damaged virtually all Korean enterprise, Samsung Electronics was one of the few that continued to thrive because of its consistent focus on electronic finance and associated service. Global business has seen revolutionary change and opportunity as a result of the digital era, and Samsung Electronics has read with sophisticated technology, competitive goods, and ongoing innovations. In 2005 until now, is the Fortune Global for top company Samsung. With the success of its electronics sector, Samsung has gained global recognition as a technology industry leader and is currently recognized as a top 10 global brand. Samsung Vision and Mission. Samsung Vision is to inspire the world with their innovative technologies, products, and design that enrich people's lives and contribute to social prosperity by creating a new future. While their mission is to devote their human resource and technology to create superior product and service, thereby contributing to a better global society. For the organizational culture, Samsung has an organizational culture that values innovation. This corporate culture is a component of an organizational design that prioritizes employees' knowledge, skill, and ability for innovating the company's technology products, such as smartphones and laptops. The organizational culture characteristics support the company's corporate missions and vision statements, which emphasize superior products that improve people's lives and society. There are five main characteristics for Samsung organizational culture. First is development of opportunity for all employees. The company ensures career development opportunity not only throughout institutionalized programs, but also encouraging employees to support one another in achieving their career objectives within the technology business organization. Second is passion for excellence. Samsung encourages employees to strive for excellence in their job performance. The corporation focuses its human resource efforts on organizational development and maintaining an image of excellence and technological superiority. Third is constant change. Samsung facilitates business beneficial change through its corporate culture. Samsung employees embody the values, beliefs, and philosophy that change is required to improve the company's consumer electronics and related products and ensure a long-term competitive advantage over other firms. Next, ethical foundation for integrity. These cultural characteristics support innovation structures by guiding decisions to ensure that ethical frameworks are considered, resulting in outcomes that satisfy the company's strategic objective while also optimizing corporate image and stakeholder expectations. Last but not least, emphasis on prosperity for all. The company organizational culture encourages its employees to participate in corporate citizen projects that provide job possibility for others and use technology to tackle community problems. The five main characteristics of Samsung organizational culture are determined by these core values. Samsung goals and objectives. Samsung goals is to create the best product and service and give customer the best activations and retain the first position in the world in the same line of business. For Samsung objective is Samsung follow a simple business philosophy which is to devote its talent and technology to create superior product and service that contribute to a better global society. To achieve this, Samsung set a high value on its people and technology. This is the Samsung current logo. Samsung current logo is made from the latest Samsung from the English brand name. In Korean, the word Samsung means 3-star, and the name carries the founder Lee Byung-chul vision for the company to shine like star in the sky, large, strong, and eternally shining. The word 3 represents large, plentiful, and strong, while star means bright, lofty, and eternally shining.
SWOT analysis is a framework for evaluating a company's competitive position and developing strategic plans. SWOT analysis evaluates internal and external elements as well as present and possible future opportunities. SWOT analysis is a well-established management method that helps firms like Samsung to evaluate their performance and business to their competitors. Samsung is one of the leading firms in the IT and technology industry. The strengths and weaknesses of Samsung's SWOT analysis are the internal elements. The strength of Samsung, firstly, is it has a strong dominance of smartphone manufacturing. Next is strong distribution network, strong free cash flow, strong brand portfolio, high level of customer satisfaction, good returns on capital expenditure, worldwide availability of the products, strategic partnership, and a wide range of the products. However, the weaknesses of Samsung Electronics is first, highly dependent on American market. Next is dependence on low-end smartphones, bribery scandals, brand connection strategy, drop in profit, and high price. The opportunities and threats of Samsung SWOT analysis are the external elements. The opportunities of Samsung first is digital market, human resource management, diversification, China market, new customer from online channel, opening new market because of government agreement, and new technology. For the threats of Samsung, there are effects on pandemic, government regulation, strong competitive competitors, and investigations. FE Matrix is a strategic management tool used to analyze the current position of division and to suggest strategies for the future. Quantity reflects important aspects if a business wants to survive on the market. Total weight must be equal to 1.0 and the rating of IFE matrix show how weak or strong each element within the organization is stated in rating indicator. According to the IFE matrix of Samsung Electronics, the total weighting score is above the common rating and Samsung has scored 3.09. This means the business is successful in seizing the opportunities. The EFE matrix is a strategy tool to examine the external environment of the company and to identify the opportunities of the threats available. According to the EFE matrix, the overall weightage score is 2.79 by adding all the weightage score from Samsung's opportunity and threats. This means that Samsung Electronics is able to manage their market success scores. The Competitive Profile Matrix or CPM is a tool that compares the firms and its rival and reveals the relative strength and weaknesses. In order to better understand the external environment and the competition in a particular industry, firms often use CPM. The profile matrix identifies a firm's key competitors and compares them using industry's critical success factor. As indicated in the total of CPM from the table, it shows that Samsung Electronics is able to managing the market success forces, which the weighted score is 3.61. LG Electronics is the weakest overall, which only scores 2.22. Nevertheless, the strongest rival is Apple as it has scored 3.44 in the CPM table. A achievement of Samsung Electronics, a global leader in technology, announced won 48 awards at the world-renowned International Design Excellence Awards IDEO 2021, including 7 silvers, 3 bronzes, and 38 finalists. Samsung's IDEO 2021 awards comprise inventive ideas in a variety of categories, showcasing the company's competence in consumer lifestyle design, ranging from the product design to the interactive and advanced concept design. Other than that, no less than 43 Samsung products received Consumer Electronics Show CES 2022 Innovation Awards, including 4 that were named Best of Innovations. On January 4, CES will return in person and Jong-hee Han, President and Head of the Visual Display Business at Samsung Electronics, will offer a pre-show speech. Let's take a look at who won certain awards. The new customized version of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 has been awarded Best of Innovation Award. The device's normal version also won in digital imaging or photography and mobile devices and accessories categories. Next is the problem of Samsung. The first problem of Samsung is competitive rivalry. Samsung may have the greatest aim to become the worldwide leader in the world of electronics, which may be the key cause for the massive expenditure in research and development as well as marketing. The industry's competitive rivalry is fierce. Next, the problem of Samsung is the threat of new entrants. There is a significant financial commitment as well as marketing and demand for a highly qualified people resources. As a result, the entrance hurdles are considerable. One can engage on a lesser scale and build a local brand, but competition from market-leading businesses is fierce. Other than that, the problem of Samsung is the threat of substitute. Substitutes brands are good and goods are somewhat significant threat to the Samsung brand. In the market, the brand has number of competitors. LG Electronics and Apple are Samsung's most prominent competitors. Moreover, the problem of Samsung is the bargaining power of suppliers. There are a significant group and the negotiating power has a significant impact on the company's stance. If the suppliers have more negotiating power, the company's competitive strength will stay low and vice versa. In the case of Samsung, the bargaining power of its suppliers is limited due to a number of critical considerations. Lastly, is the bargaining power of customers. Higher competition, widespread use of technology, and other factors are all contributing to customers' growing clout. Brands are spending a lot of money on marketing and advertising in order to acquire new customers. For the conclusion in this chapter, just after transitioning the smartphone portfolio, Samsung occupied the number 1 position in the global market. However, the saturation of the smartphone industry is forcing a move toward a low-cost competition. Based on Apple's recent success, Samsung has to promote its own ecosystem to customers in order to maintain its competitive edge through appealing product marketing methods. To maintain its sales growth, Samsung must devise a new approach. Samsung should be able to attract more customers by offering relatively few distinctive features on the same operating systems that is available to everyone. The business changes in the IT industry are so unpredictable that it appears unwise to devote all of the company's resources on one single item. From this vantage point, Samsung has a competitive advantage in spreading risk by diversifying their companies and cooperating with one another. Recommendation for the product portfolio strategy of Samsung: more than hardware sales, content and services are becoming primary sources of large income and profit.
So let's move on the SWOT matrix of Samsung company. So under SWOT matrix, there are 4 strategies can be developed, which are SO strength opportunities, WO weakness opportunities, ST strength threat, and WT weakness threat. The first one is SO strategies. There are 2. First, a strong distribution network enable Samsung company to enhance their digital marketing and gain more customers through online channels. Second, a strong free cash flow and brand portfolio of Samsung allow them to get an opportunity to open a new market. Next, WO strategies. There are 2 as well. First, Samsung company should not depend only one marketplace, as they should have diversification. Second, they should avoid any scandal issues to enable the human resource management to improve their performance. The another strategy is ST, where Samsung company ensure to maintain their good brand portfolio and a strong distribution network in order to market their business so they can keep compete to their strong competitor. Last but not least, WT strategies, where Samsung should not rely only on one marketplace and segment or marketing to have a strong competitor. They also should avoid to involve any crime issues to keep a good reputation without any issues regard to investigation. Next is Grand Strategy Matrix. So this strategy evaluates based on competitive positions and market growth. It's divided into 4 parts, which are quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. This enables to identify which positions of Samsung company used to be. So Samsung company placed in quadrant 1, where some of the approaches in this quadrant used by Samsung. So this allowed them to be more valuable and recognizable brand. Samsung kept growth, so they placed their market in a great and stable position. So here is the last stage on strategy formulations, QSPM, quantitative strategic planning matrix. So this is a QSPM of Samsung company. So there are 2 alternative strategies being raised, which are unrelated diversifications and product development. So the product development strategy considered greater, as its attractiveness score is 3.85 higher than unrelated diversification strategy. As a conclusion, there are 2 main strategies being chosen in stage 2, which are SWOT matrix and Grand Strategy matrix. In stage 3, there is QSPM, with product development stacked as a greater alternative strategy based on the total sum of attractiveness scores.
Next, chapter 4, strategy implementation. In this chapter, we will talk about 3 strategy, which is marketing strategy, financial and accounting strategy, and last but not least, R&D and MIS strategy. The first strategy is marketing. There are 3 important measures which can be considered as an effort in marketing strategy. Firstly, the advertising media. Advertising media plays an important role in marketing strategy. Samsung should use internet advertising, which allows marketers to create bigger or more intrusive ads that take up more space on web page. Therefore, this will help to increase their potential to take over the spotlight. Not only that, advertising media such as websites and blogs allow Samsung lengthier ads to run before short video clips plays or create more contents that doubles. Through websites, Samsung could build sponsorship programs, such as by sponsoring a current famous artist or model Siberian icon. Secondly, market segmentation, which help to optimize for cost efficiency and resource management. It will help to provide Samsung with deeper insight into the market and help the company to determine the customer segment with greater profit potential. Samsung could stay focused and goal could be easily oriented. Having better understanding about customer and the market will help Samsung to understand the need and potential as well. Lastly, product positioning. Samsung need to create uniqueness on their product and services, which will be able to increase customer attention. Once customers have taken likes to company products and services, it will create positive image on the customer mind. Product positioning helps in increasing brand awareness. It helps Samsung to stand out in the crowds of sellers and increase competitiveness in the market. The second strategy which could be implemented by Samsung is finance strategy. A successful strategy implementation always requires additional capital. Two basic sources of its capital are debt and equity. Samsung could use debt to stabilize their business operation, where they can make ongoing interest payment meanwhile retain the rest of their profits to themselves. While equity, Samsung can benefit on finance expansions. There is no loan need to repair, which help to lessen their burden in terms of finance. Other than that, it is important for Samsung to prepare projected financial statement. It emphasizes the current trends and expectation to arrive at the perfect financial picture that Samsung would want to attain in the future. This will allow the company to examine the expected result from various actions and approaches. Lastly, Samsung must also prepare a financial budget for the company. Financial budgeting is important in predicting income and expenses of their business. It reveals assets and liabilities that Samsung possesses, which allows them to easily make financial planning. It is a guidance for them that help the company to stay in line along to avoid unnecessary expenses in achieving their goals. For the third strategy, which is research and development, R&D, and management of information system, MIS. R&D offers Samsung a competitive advantage for when they conduct R&D, they can create a new product or services that help the company to compete with other businesses. R&D will also help in improving current product and services through continuous research, which then allow them to even create a new product through development. For management of information system, MIS, in order to be one of the successful firm, Samsung need to have a good MIS. This could be done through business analytics, a management information system technique that involve using software to mine huge volume of data to help executives make decisions. Business analytics will be able to provide Samsung with excellent overview and insight on how companies can become more efficient. Business analytics also help in making the right decisions and prevent loss repetition. For example, through predictive and prescriptive analytics. Predictive analytics allows Samsung analyzes the data trends to assess the possibilities of future outcomes. This will help the company to find patterns in the data to identify risks and opportunities, while prescriptive analytics use past performances data to generate recommendations to handle similar situations in the future, which allow the company to avoid on making the same mistake and come up with an effective contingency planning in the future. In conclusion, there are three strategies that can be implemented by Samsung company. As we mentioned earlier, marketing strategy, financial and accounting strategy, last but not least, R&D and MIS strategy. Marketing strategy will help Samsung in promoting their product efficiently and increase their brand awareness among customers. These include the usage of advertising media, market segmentation, and product positioning. For financial and accounting, it helps in increasing profits, making financial planning, and most importantly, lessen their burden financially. In implementing financial and accounting strategy, Samsung requires additional capital such as debt and equity, where they can benefit and retain profit in short and long term. R&D encourage Samsung in innovating new ideas. This could be an opportunity for Samsung to increase their competitiveness in the market. Or for MIS, business analytics helps Samsung to see and make a right decisions based on future expectations and past performances.
Unrelated diversification. When a company adds new unconnected products or services, this is referred to as unrelated diversification. This method is used when a company enters a new industry that bears no significant resemblance to the company's previous industries. So it is important and recommended to Samsung because it allows Samsung to switch to more profitable industry. Apart from that, Samsung is a well-known brand and it can be easy to persuade people to buy and utilize any of the brand's new product even if it is a newly related product or services. Market development is a strategic decision made by a company to expand its present market rather than seek out new opportunities. In other words, the company is going to introduce their present products or services into a new geographic area. It is vital because it can help Samsung to reach a larger audience of potential clients and expand the business. This is one of the recommended to Samsung as there's still plenty of space around those 195 countries where Samsung can explore and find potential users and develop their companies and sales. When a company enters a new industry that shares significant similarities with its existing industry, it is called related diversification. A business unit must have exportable talents or resources that may be transferred to another company or business unit. It is recommended to Samsung as it has the potential of creating new products. As Samsung is a worldwide known brand, it is easy for the company to attract users to try their products that is launched. Other than that, it has the ability to share essential resources across the multiple areas. The company's key resources and talents can be put in a new area, perhaps giving it a competitive advantage over other companies with similar resources. As a conclusion, there are some expectations of the new strategy for Samsung company. As the company one of the famous brand worldwide, the strategies that are being implemented ongoing and any future strategies will be used by its company will surely put the company in slightly different position in the marketplace. Every strategy have their own importance and recommended way to be applied to the company itself. It is likely that unrelated diversification provides a chance to Samsung to expand its business by entering new industry or businesses. Meanwhile, Samsung company will down the market development strategy as there's still a lot of area around the world worldwide where Samsung can explore to find potential users and develop their companies and sales. Last but not least, the related diversification will allow Samsung company to spread their new products across multiple areas by utilizing their key resource. The market segmentation will be able to try their newest product that is newly launched, and this provides opportunity for the Samsung company to gain more income in the future. Thank you.